Hey everybody, thanks for jumping on today. I'm going to finish up the planters that I had started yesterday. I put the clay pieces on. These are from IOD Molds, air dry clay, and I glued them on, and they have been drying overnight. So today I am going to paint them and finish up this project. So I'm going to use this Waverly chalk paint in plaster, and I'm going to add some baking soda to it so that I can texturize the flowers and the birds, just like, or the bird, it's a butterfly, the butterfly, just like I did this. It's a little bit texturized and raised. So I'm going to add some baking soda to that. This is a brand new jar of paint. I've never worked with this color before. Oh, goodness, this is on there good. You just jump in and say hi. Hi, Kenzie. Starting out great. I got paint all over my hands. Actually, I need to stir this up a little bit. Hi, Mary. Thanks for joining again. Try not to use as much as I did yesterday. Oh my goodness. So you just add the baking soda to the paint. You can use chalk paint, acrylic paint, whatever works. This might be a little bit too thick. No, it needs to be a little bit chunkier. I like to give it a good texture. So I decided I'm just going to go with like a neutral color, and then I'll use this antiquing wax to bring out some of the detail in the clay molds or castings, I guess you would call them. Yeah, so, not chunky. You think it would be, but it's not. Okay, a bit more. That should be good. Again, I'll be using a chippy brush. This one's a little bit smaller than the one I used yesterday when I painted the baking soda away. So I don't know. I don't remember if I did all of them yesterday live, but I don't think I did this one. I ended up doing this one after I got off the live. And then we have that one. And then that one. So just going to work on the This is a sunflower and the butterfly. So just going to go ahead and gently add this in there. Try not to touch the blue that much. This is a Serenity blue. These are stuck on here pretty good with that tight bottom, so it shouldn't come loose. Although I'm losing bristles from my paintbrush in there. I think I might have to get a smaller toothbrush, paintbrush, to get in those, to get on the side here. But I'll do this first, and then I'll go on the sides with a smaller paintbrush. You got to be careful with this Dollar Tree planter because it's really thin. It bends very easily. You might even have a bend mark right there from yesterday. I squished it and it bent a little bit. Let me get the smaller paintbrush. Let's see if this one should work. Get in those grooves. If you missed out on yesterday's live to see how I did this, you can still see it. The recording's still there. And I am going to end up making a regular YouTube video on this one also. But you can see the replay in either Facebook or YouTube if you don't want to wait till I do all that editing. Anybody working any projects tonight? I'm going to do a little bit more texture in the center of the sunflower. There's seeds in there. Hey, Carrie. Thanks for joining. It's kind of hard to get the size without getting the hitting the blue, but sometimes when I do this, like you can glue this directly to this without painting it and then paint it all at once if you wanted to, if you're painting it the same color, but I knew I was going to paint it different colors, so I put them on after the fact. So we'll dry these, and then I'll put the wax on and see how it looks. I'm going to do it to all of them if it's not going to turn out very good. Oh no, it stinks. Dave has COVID. Oh, you stay away, right? COVID's no fun. I had it back July of last year. Just was like 3 days of just body aches. That was probably the worst. Just very tired and just my body just hurt so bad. I was doing like piggyback with ibuprofen and Tylenol just to try and keep it at bay. Let's see if this is dry. Oops, got it. All right, so now the trick is to get I have to find another paintbrush here. Get the wax on without getting it on the blue. So I'm going to get a tiny, oops, my paintbrushes keep breaking. I think it's this brand. I should glue that. That's what I should do. The head keeps popping off. I think I will use this guy. Oh. Yeah. They're all censoring me. Somebody had, what'd she do? She was doing a Facebook Live. Actually, I can just dip that right in the thing. She was doing a Facebook Live, like she went to these bins. I think they're the Goodwill bins where they literally just pull everything out. Actually, that was a different one. Anyway, she went to this Goodwill bin place and she had a bunch of trolls on her live. So she ended up deleting the video. She said it was just really bad and she couldn't monitor it while she's trying to do the live and walk around and so it's like you never know who's going to show up. All right, let's see how this goes here. So this is an antiquing wax. So you just brush it on and wipe it off. Yeah, it's like, especially like watching watching TikToks, the way that people talk about things, like you can't say like link in bio, or you can't say somebody did this to themselves, they unalived, and it's just, you got to be very careful what you say. You're right. No, you can't really see what I'm doing here, but I'm just putting this antiquing wax on just to bring out some of the depth of the casting, the clay casting. Yeah, I do have, I don't think Katie's here. If it ever gets, when I get bigger, right, I'll have somebody moderate for me. But it's easy enough to kick somebody off. They just have to hit the 3 dots next to your name and just boot you out. But yeah, I'd have to pay attention to what's going on. And if it's a lot of people, then it's hard to keep track of or to watch for the trolls. But come on, people. Find something else to do, you know? All right, that's the butterfly. Which way am I looking? There we go. Now do the sunflower. It's quiet over here. We should have put some music on. You can put music on with StreamYard, but it's like it plays in a loop, and that would get really annoying. Hearing the same thing over and over again. So I've been doing a lot of going on a lot of different, I guess, trainings or how-tos for social media, and which I'm always trying to keep up on anyway. But last week I had a 2-day conference that I live streamed. They were in San Francisco or San Diego? San Diego, I think. And you could attend live or you could stream it. And obviously it's cheaper to stream it, but so that was good. A lot of things you can do to increase your audience and your reach, and it's like everything's changing constantly. You know, of course, the government's talking about shutting or banning TikTok for the U.S. So we'll see what happens with that. The CEO of TikTok he's in town. He made a video TikTok this morning. He's testifying before Congress. He said later this week. So we'll see what happens with that. But there's thousands of small businesses that will be affected. They got really big with TikTok, you know, and that's how they grew their business. So they're all kind of scrambling. And a bunch of Etsy people had a scare with that Silicon Valley Bank that, I don't know what you say. I guess they closed their doors, but so a lot of people were in a panic about that because Etsy is one of their bigger clients, or that's where one of the banks that Etsy was banking at, but somebody came in to save the day, so they should all be good. But it's scary. I just don't know. Small businesses are just trying to get by in this world. All right, so that one's done. You don't go to TikTok. What does the wax do that you put on the butterfly? Oh, it just brings out the definition of the flowers. So you just kind of wax on, wax off. I can also go over it like with if I want to lighten it up, which I might do. I have a white wax that I might go over that with. So it's just to give it kind of an antique look. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, well, I mean, the only reason I'm on TikTok is for Makers Unify. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't go on it. But it's I mean, depends on what algorithm you get into, because you can get some fun some people just go on it for food talk, look at recipes and what people are making. You can go on it for cute animal videos, dogs and cats. And there's a couple of people that I actually follow for news. They just have a huge reach. A lot of people are, especially the small businesses and even like news reporters, because some things that they want to cover, they doesn't get out in mainstream media. So that's their platform to get the news out. So sometimes if you put too much wax on, you got to wipe it off pretty quick before it soaks in there. Oh, that was dumb. I didn't paint these. That's why this is so different. Well, you know what? We're not going to paint these. We'll see how this turns out. I didn't paint it this cream color first. I thought I was skipping a step. Get busy talking and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. See, this one I can go over with the white. So anybody watching any good TV shows or programs? I need to start the Ted Lasso came out with their new season, but I'm kind of waiting on Bill because we've been watching that one together. I actually started watching Peaky Blinders. That one's pretty violent. It's good, but it's pretty violent. You've been working Fringe? Oh, Fringe, watching Fringe. Hey, Christine. I am working on these pots, or I guess not pots. They're more like tins that I picked up. Hold on, I need to think about this before I mess up. So I picked up these tins. This one I picked up at, the larger one I picked up at Dollar Tree. You can see it says Fleur and Jardine or something on the inside. But I picked this up, and yesterday I painted it with this, what's called Serenity Blue, that I mixed baking soda in with it to make it kind of chunky and texturized. So I painted that yesterday. And then I have IOD. The company is called IOD. It's for Iron Orchard Design. And they have these molds for that you can put air dry clay in. So I made these castings from those molds, and then I glued them on while they're wet, and then I let them dry overnight. And now I am just painting these castings, the clay castings. And I'm using, for this one, I mixed this Waverly Plaster color chalk paint with baking soda to make it a little bit chunky. And this one, I forgot to do that, so I just put the antiquing wax on it. But this one I put the plaster color with the baking soda and then the antiquing wax over it. Then you just kind of wipe it off. So this one's darker than that, but I can lighten it up with a white antiquing wax. So I'm going to set that one aside and work on the next one. I could, obviously I could paint them colors, but I'm not really good with colors. Like, you would think it'd be easy enough to paint these with the yellow or whatever color of sunflower I wanted and stuff, but I'm not real good with that. So if I just do it one color, make it look antique-y, then that works just fine for me. So now this one I am using the acrylic. This is the called a chalk plaster and baking soda mixture to give this some texture and dimension, just like this blue part here. I hope that helps, Christine. Jane the Virgin. Yeah, that's what Kenzie watches that all the time. She puts that on when she's studying because she's seen it so many times. She doesn't pay attention, but she needs the noise to study. It's kind of weird. That's how her brain works. There's another one out. I think it's the same actress from Jane the Virgin. It is on Hulu, and it's called Not Dead Yet. And that one's pretty good. She works for a newspaper. I'm pretty sure it's the same actress. I don't know her name. But she works at a newspaper, and she writes the obituaries, and the people that she's writing the obituaries on, she sees them and she can talk to them until then she, it's kind of a lessons learned kind of a thing as she's just going through her daily life, and they show up and but they don't leave her until she's done writing their obituary. So it's pretty good. It's a light, it's lighthearted. It's like a comedy. But that just came out. I think there's like 6 episodes right now. I don't know the original channel that it's on. It might be on. Sometimes things go on like CBS weekly and then they pop over to Hulu. So we don't get local stations. We just stream everything. This paintbrush is getting really chunky. You working on any craft projects, Christy? Now I got paint on the blue. I need to see if I can scroll my comments up. They're going way down there and I can't see them. I'm going to have to clean my paintbrush off. It's getting a little too chunky. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put water in my paintbrush thing. Oh well. All right, so I'm going to dry this, and then I will use the antiquing wax on it. They'll dry. With the baking soda in there, they dry pretty quick. Try to get in these on the sides without hitting the blue. And sometimes pieces fall off, but that's okay. It's just chunks of the baking soda. Nice thing about antiquing and making things look old, it's like you can't really mess up, right? It's like distressed furniture. Our dining room table is distressed, so if I accidentally hit it with the vacuum cleaner and put a little ding in it, it's okay. So what else should we talk about? How's the weather out there? Today's actually a nice day in Michigan. It's like 51. A lot less windy than it was yesterday. Well, that's exciting. At least you found something that you finished, and you can finish that, put those layouts away. I'm impressed that you still scrapbook. I gave up a long time ago. I just want to kind of put everything in albums just so at least I have them protected instead of just shoved in boxes. And then just anything new I haven't printed off. I printed off like for the kids' grad parties, but other than that, I don't have anything printed anymore. So you can kind of see there are ridges already in there that were in the mold, so those are nice. Those pop out pretty good with the antiquing mix. I was looking at, I don't know if anybody knows a good place to order succulents. I was looking on Amazon. They seem like they're very expensive at the stores. Like I know Home Depot and Lowe's has them. They seem kind of pricey. I found some online. I don't know how reputable the site is, but it was like $1.29 a piece. Just small ones. Because I was thinking maybe I would put those in here. That would be cute. Maybe I won't kill them. I have a plant on top of my refrigerator that I think is dead. I need to get it off of there. I put it there for probably for Christmas because we don't get to have a whole lot of southern windows, south facing windows. So that's finished. So our kitchen window, the bay window, is south facing. So I usually end up putting a lot of plants in there, but I took this one big one out that I have there at Christmas time so that I could decorate the windowsill for Christmas. And it never made it back. And plus I had repotted it. I don't know what happened to it. It was, what kind of plant was it? Shoot. I'm so terrible with plant names. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's dead. I've been watering it, but it's not doing too good. I think I'm just watering a dead plant. They have garden centers out there. Not by us. I'd have to go. I'm trying to think if there's. I'd probably have to go in the Rochester area because we have a lot of small flower farms out here and stuff. I don't want to say small. We have a lot of flower farms and like there's a one in Richmond that I go to for my annuals and perennials. And then I go there for pumpkins and stuff like that. But they do not have succulents. I should look online though, because there was somebody on Facebook Marketplace that's local that has they have plants, like regular plants. So I wonder if they have succulents. But they seem to be a decent price. You have to make an appointment to go. Oh, shoot. I think this was the paintbrush I was going to glue. It popped right off. I'm going to plug in my... Yeah, I'll plug in the glue gun. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I think that's what I'm going to do with them. Cut it back some. Yeah, it looks really bad. Like it's terribly dry. It wasn't, I think I should have split it. I put it in a larger pot. Gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Is it in the lily? Shoot, I don't know. I got it. A coworker of mine sent it to me after I had the lobectomy. I can't remember. Gosh, what year is that? '21? Yeah, I think that might have been 21. Peace lily? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I'll have to just take it out of the pot and see if there's anything salvageable from it. Kind of bums me out. It was doing fine, but then I think maybe the roots got packed in there too much. And it's funny because like I think I did it again this year. Pretty sure I did. I had succulents in a pot, through outside in the summertime. And then when I cleaned up for the winter, I just put them in the garage. I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put them in the house that's going to give them sun. I'm just going to leave. It's terrible, but I'm just going to leave them in the garage. And I didn't water them. I did nothing to them all winter. And they were fine. They were still alive come spring. So maybe they went dormant. I don't know. So wax on and wax off, just like the Karate Kid. All right, so they're all done. But I am going to take some white wax. Don't want to use the same brush. And just lighten them up a little bit. Right, that one's, yep. They're all done. So I got to sneak back here and find my white wax. Find the paintbrush. That's not going to fall apart on me. Use this one. The gun's not hot enough yet. Hens and chicks. Yeah, those are easy to. That's what these were. Those things can grow like crazy. All right, so let's. Did I put this other stuff? So I didn't put this on there, just like I didn't put the butterfly one. See, I got distracted. That's all right. So let me get a clean paper towel. Some people will use like baby wipes after they put the waxes on to wipe it off. I'm just using a paper towel. So again, I'm just going to put some on and then just wipe it off. That will help it with the dimension of the flower and make it pop out a little bit more. So see that? And wipe some of it off. Get in the grooves. So you can see the difference between the two flowers. Oops, a little too much. I don't want to pour this in a bowl because then I'll waste it because I won't be able to pour it back in. So should be okay just taking it right out of the bottle. Wax on, wax off. Could get a Q-tip if I need to get in here, but I should be able to twist this paper towel and squish it in the little petals here to clean out some of that wax. Now the birdie. See, I just lightened it up. And I am getting some brown off with this, but that's okay. Or some of the antique, the darker antique mix. What's that one? I feel like this is opposite of, it is. Opposite of where I want to go. All right, so those two I just put this in without the chunky baking soda mix. So, and these I put the baking soda mix on. So these will turn out maybe a little bit different. Again, I have to be careful putting pressure on this this one because the metal is so thin. I don't want it to bend. So is anybody doing anything exciting this evening? Any good dinner plans? I made a couple of ham and cheese sliders and the Hawaiian buns. I was going to grill some chicken, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, there we go. Gives it kind of a weathered wash look. So that's those three. And this one's last one. Another show I was watching is called, I watch a lot of TV. That's while I'm crafting. But it's called Poker Face. And that is also on Hulu. Or like I said, it might be on like CBS or one of those other channels. And then they show it on Hulu also. But she can tell if somebody's lying. She keeps getting into all these mishaps. It's kind of funny. But she's kind of like Columbo. If you remember the show Columbo, a lot of her mannerisms are the same as his and stuff. It's kind of funny. So I don't know if it's kind of if the creators kind of based her character a little bit off of Columbo. Although he's a detective, like she's just a person that's kind of on the run, and she's going from town to town, and she gets involved in these mishaps and inadvertently helps the police solve murders and stuff. But she's funny. She's got kind of one of those attitudes like she doesn't really care. Gosh, Columbo. What year did that come out? That was probably 70s. I remember watching it with his trench coat. Back in the day when there was only 3 channels to watch. Well, maybe 4 if you got Canada, or 5. Because we also had Channel 56 in Detroit. And now you get like, what, 5,000 channels and nothing's on. And you pay a heck of a lot more for it than when it was free. All right. So now, actually, I need to put some water in here for my brushes. Have a drink while I'm at it. I think this is good. I want to make sure I don't need my paintbrushes anymore. Oh, this is the one I was going to glue back on. Now that my glue's hot. There we go. Hopefully that'll stay. At least get them in there so they can soak. All right, now what I'm going to do is I want to wrap some twine around the sides of these. So I did not get that out ahead of time. Let me find that. Fine. Down here somewhere. In the stash. There it is. Dish soap in the water. I don't have cable. Yeah, we had. What did we have? Dish? We had Dish. No, DirecTV. And then when we finally got decent internet, we got rid of it so that we could stream. But we finally got Starlink out here. We were waiting a good year for it because we couldn't really get internet out here. We had to use, it's basically kind of like a DSL line. We got 3 megabytes per second. All right. So, trying to think how I want to do this. I might just tie it on first and kind of glue it and wrap it as I go. We'll see. And then I don't know how much I need, but I'm going to have to cut this so that I could string it through. So this process is actually going to take a while, isn't it? Now that I think about it. Maybe not such a great idea, but we'll see. Don't want to burn my fingers on the glue. Kind of want to cover that end up good because it was a little, with the knot there, it just looked a little funny. Probably don't need this much roping, but I don't really know how much I need. So, we shall see. Put a little dish soap in my, yeah, that'd be a good idea. So you can let it soak. Because a lot of times I don't know why, I never really kept a jar of water down here. And I would just take my brushes up every night, or sometimes they would just sit out for a couple of days. And if I'm lucky, if they did get clean. All right, I'll put a dot of glue here, just in case. I should put it on the metal. Then I can hide the glue as I'm wrapping. But then if I pull it through, it's going to get glue on the whole thing. Okay, that's all right. So now instead of watching paint dry with me, you get to watch me weave this roping through. Oh, my nose is running. It's cold down here. So I'll just do this one, and then you don't have to watch me do this all night long. And then I have, I'm going to spray these with an acrylic spray. Actually, it's more like the automotive spray, so it's a little bit more durable. So if I put these outside, or obviously if they get wet, because well, the inside will be fine if I get it wet, but if the outside gets wet, I don't want it to fall apart. So I'll protect it with a spray. I definitely did not need all this roping. Excuse me. I'm just putting a little dab of glue. Just to keep it from unraveling. All right, I think one more. I'm going to put a little dab of glue. I'm still going to tie it off, though, I think. Although that glue is... Yeah, I think the glue might be good. I'll do another time around here and cover up that glue, and then hopefully it'll be good. And I'll just trim it and then glue it. Oops. Yeah, definitely didn't need as much as I cut off. You never know. So I'm just gonna... Oh, hopefully glue this under before this glue dries. Come on. Help me out here. All right, so that's one of the handles. You can keep it up or put it down. So I'm going to finish these, and you don't have to sit here and watch me finish. But thank you for jumping on. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Bring your projects, bring your questions if you want to see let me put the camera. Anything particular that you might be interested in learning how to do, let me know, and I'll see if I can do it or show you how to do it. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Thanks. Bye.